All the trees that were outside, did you take a picture of this?
I did, yep.
Outside? Yeah, it all comes into the main lines, which then come into this vacuum tank here. This is old milking equipment converted over for sap.
Okay.
So whenever this tank gets full, is what happens, there's an automatic float switch comes on and it pumps the sap up this blue line, or this yellow hose into the storage tank above.
Okay.
And from there, it flows into the evaporator where we do the final process.
Okay, and how much does that tank hold?
This tank down below probably holds about 200 gallons before it pumps up.
Okay.
And then this tank up top holds about 1,500 gallons
Okay.
at full capacity. Today we're running about half full on the top.
Okay. So then it goes up top.
Yeah, up top, and then flows into the evaporator in the other room.
Okay.
Where we
So
roll
that
it all down.
will follow you.
Yeah. See here, there's the halfway mark in that tank. And right now we're probably about a third full.
Okay.
And again, the sap comes in this line. You can see the cold, the condensation on this pipe. This is cold sap. It goes through the evaporator. It goes through a preheater in there. It's like an exchanger. It turns it from cold sap into hot sap.
Okay.
And you'll get a condensation from the hot sap and the cold sap, and the steam hits the pipe and creates a condensation, which the water then drips down onto this tray. And it runs out up front there, and we get like a distilled water. We use that for washing all our filters and stuff.
Okay.
And it helps speed up the process because it heats the sap up before it hits the pan.
Okay.
And then the pan has two dividers, and the hot sap goes in, and the thinner pushes the thicker along. So it's what it is. Continuous flow of sap coming in here and syrup coming out up front. And it'll go down one side of the evaporator, up the middle, and then back down the other side. And it comes out, we'll go around the other side and you'll see where it's flowing through the other pans, the finishing pans up front. This, by the way, is what we call this pan here. It's called a flue pan.
Okay.
If we were to take and it's corrugated in the bottom, shaped like this in the bottom. So if we were to take and stretch it out, it's 12 feet long by 30 feet wide. So we get a larger boiling surface. And then in here, this is where it goes in. These are just flat pans. And they're divided also, and it flows back and forth here until it comes out here. It's almost finished syrup here. At this point, it would take, if we put 10 gallons of this over into the finishing pan over here, we'll get 5 gallons of syrup type of thing. So the big evaporator is taking out 38 gallons. And our little finishing pan over here will take out the last gallon.
So how much does this hold?
This holds about 50 gallons.
And does it have the same kind of automatic thing that when it pumps it out to go over?
No, we manually turn the switch on when we need some for this.
So then it comes out, goes up.
Goes up over here.
Right.
It comes into this finishing pan where we do our finished oil.
Okay.
And whenever what's going on here is we use a hydrometer. This is kind of like what you use for testing antifreeze or wine or different things.
Okay.
And it shows density. There's two lines on it. You can see two red lines. That's cold syrup. That's hot syrup. So what we do is we put some syrup in this, and whenever that red line's floating right at the top, that means it's finished.
Okay.
So is what we'll do then, we'll shut the heat off. This is natural gas fired, and that over there is wood.
Okay.
So we'll shut the heat off, and we'll filter it once more. Into here, that's the sugar sand you see there. It comes out of it because it's there's such an amount of like 40 to 1, like 40 gallons of sap to make 1 gallon of syrup.
Okay.
So you get a lime deposit like you get in a kettle, you know.
Ah.
So that's what we filter off, is the lime deposit. And when that goes through the filter, then we again
So
hear
it goes
it running
up the
there.
tube?
Yeah, it goes up this tube and gets pumped over into here.
Into the hold tank in there?
Yeah, into here, and then I'll go over and I'll fill the bottle for you.
So how long does the whole process take?
The whole process, right from start to finish, is about 3 hours.
3 hours?
Yeah, from the time it enters the back pan
Yep.
into the evaporator beginning and to here. It's probably about a 3-hour process.
Mm,
And it's
okay.
continuous going. The first batch is all I'm really going on is like whenever we start up the first batch. Usually takes about 3 hours by the time we get syrup. So
Okay.
that's what I'm assuming. I could be out by a bit somehow.
So at any time, people can come and see this process happening?
That's right. Yeah, during the syrup season, and that's usually from early March, in around early March till early April. Which chances are we'll be doing this. And that's the.
So I guess depending on what kind of jug you're filling,
That's right.
how much does one 3-hour cycle yield?
Well, once we get going, we'll do a batch about every hour. So we'll do probably about 5 gallons an hour. So in 3 hours, we'll make roughly about 15 gallons.
Pretty good.
Time frame.
And how many of that is, how much of that is eaten by family?
All of it.
All of it,
Well,
yeah.
by different families, yeah. We sell it all, like right out of here to, here in the Maple Syrup Festival in town, of course.
Right.
We sell it all like to local people mostly.
It's a local product, yeah?
Well, I guess people from the city, from all over come. Today there's people from Mississauga.
Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah. So,
And everything you make is sold here.
that's right. Over the counter.
Fantastic. Do you have hours of operation?
Yes, usually about 9 to 5 is whenever people
Okay.
come. Saturday, well, all week long, 7 days a week during the syrup season.
Okay.
Even whenever we're selling other through the week, we do Sunday sales and
Okay.
that kind of thing.
And so next we'll find you at the Maple Syrup Festival,
That's right. We'll be there on
April the 20th.
April 25th, I believe. it is.
April the 20th, I think.
20th?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's Saturday the 20th.
Saturday the 20th.
Yep.
Okay, good.
All right.
I've been telling people the 25th.
No,
Saturday
it's the 20th. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, great.
Good.
Thank you so much.
No problem.